The professional women's soccer team in KC is folding.
For me, it was what happens to my players in Kansas City, what happens to me. It was just a lot of questions.
First want to welcome Deloy Hansen, Real Salt Lake, the entire organization to National Women's Soccer League to begin play in 2018 season.
Like national team players, internationals, we had played in Salt Lake City before. A lot of people had never even been to Utah. And so there was the uncertainty of, okay, they're taking over our roster, but who's the coach gonna be? Will the coach want me as a player? I wasn't sure where I was gonna end up. So I was kind of exploring my options. And so I got a call from Craig Weibel, who was like, hey, before you make any decisions, let us, take you around Salt Lake, show you the facilities, what we're planning for the women's side, and they just blew me away. I mean, first night, I get to meet Deloy Hansen, and he just was so excited and so passionate about creating this women's team and all the resources that he was gonna just pour into it. I mean, he really was all in, all bought in. And the questions that he was asking me, you could just tell that he was a businessman, but he was super passionate about women's soccer and kind of elevating it to the next level. And so, I mean, pretty much after that dinner, I was like, there's nowhere else I wanna be. I wanna be a part of this. I wanna be a part of creating something amazing. The injury, I was just very disappointed, just in my body, and just sad because, like you said, I was preparing for the She Believes Cup. I was preparing for a new year with the national team. You want to set the tone right off the bat, make a good impression. And so also the fact that I wanted to start really well with the Royals as well, and to not be able to contribute to the on-field success. You're building a team, you want to be out there, you want to be able to learn from your teammates, you want to learn about your teammates, and you want to set a standard. And it's hard to set a standard when you're not on the field to do that. For me, it was, is this it? Is this kind of like the end of my career in a sense, that I'm just never gonna get back to the level that I was before? Luckily, I've got the resources here to really help me do my rehab. And so I feel that I've gotten very close to where I was before, which is exciting. I mean, I never took it for granted that I was the level that I was able to play at. My love has never wavered for the sport, but and in some way I feel like I almost love it even more now, if that's possible. Everything's always new. You're always trying to take your team to the next level, and so you should always be challenging yourself. You should always be asking yourself questions. Is what I am doing right now for the betterment of the team? I can just tell you that I strive to do that. I don't know if I'm successful in doing that, but I'm always constantly is this what's going to make us great? Is this going to take us back? Is this going to push us forward? How do I get out of my comfort zone so that other people can thrive? And so really that's trying to create an environment where it's demanding but encouraging. And a lot of it is I'm learning still. I fail a lot, which is okay. I'm fine failing as long as I learn from the mistakes and I can help the team grow. Whenever you are on a new team with a new coach, you want to show what you can do. And for me, I was worried that I wasn't going to live up to the standard that maybe Laura had for me, but to show her that she can rely on me on the field, that I'll get the job done, that whatever she wants me to do, I can do. I think for me that was a relief. That was a weight off my shoulders. Hopefully, she can keep relying on me in that respect, but also as far as, implementing the philosophy that she wants with the people around me, and that she trusts me to be able to put people in the right spots. It's exciting, but it's also challenging to put together an identity for this team, and I think that's something we're still learning about each other. We have a great coach, we have great technical staff. She was very clear on how she wanted us to play, so we kind of had an idea of what our on-field identity was going to be. And so what I think has come out from this team is that we have got a cast of characters, and I think we fill every sort of paradigm that you want for a team. I think we've got vocal leaders, we've got emotional leaders, we've got leaders by example, we've got role players that are amazingly great professionals that basically you rely on as a foundation for your team. I think we've got artists, we've got soldiers. I think we have everything that we need to make an amazing team. And so right now it's making sure that we can promote those strengths and minimize those weaknesses. And so a lot of it's just going to be striking a balance. Becky Sauerbrunn from 5 years ago would be afraid to do what needs to be done in order for the team to be successful. And maybe that is getting on a player, maybe that's getting on the team, maybe that's saying that we're not meeting the expectations that we've set for ourselves. I think me of 5 years ago maybe would be a little hesitant to do that. But now I'm kind of like, no better time than now. Let's do it. This isn't good enough. It has to be better. I don't have that many years left, and I want to really make sure that I am maxing out the potential of the ones that I do have left. And whether that is success on the field, or maybe that's trying to enact change off the field, you know, these are all things that I just want to do to the best of my ability, and just hope to leave the sport better than I found it.